Not a YouTuber, just like making videos. And I'm gonna it's gonna be a real quick video, you know what I'm saying, about this one of my favorite movies. The movie's called The Great Debaters. You know, starring Denzel Washington, Forest Whitaker, some other people. You know, of course, you know why I would like the movie. You know what I'm saying? It's about debating, but also it's it's just a really good movie. You know what I'm saying? Based on a true story, good acting, good atmosphere, good cinematography, good ass script, engaging storyline. You know, it's just it's a great movie. You know, I hope you people have already seen this movie or heard about it. And if you haven't, then you know you need to go get it off Netflix, get it off something. And you know, I also want to bring up why this movie isn't that popular. You know what I'm saying? Why is a movie like Precious, you know what I mean, made more ripples than the movie The Great Debate? You know what I mean? Why is Precious get so critically acclaimed? You know what I mean? And The Great Debate, Great Debate is like The Great Debaters is just a slept on movie. You know what I'm saying? Even though The Great Debaters had like Denzel Washington and Forest Whitaker, you're talking about critically acclaimed actors, and you know, and Precious. Who was in Precious? Well, you had Monique. You know, you had Mariah Carey in there. You know, so you know that's the bullshit I want to get into. Hollywood, you know, and you know, there's really nothing I can say about Precious that hasn't already been said. You know what I mean? A lot of people have already teared into that movie. You know, I like what Tariq Nasheed said about the movie Precious. He said something about it should be looked at like kind of like a gruesome horror flick or some shit like that. It's just, yeah, I would say that the movie Precious should be categorized in like the movie I would say like Saturday the 14th. You know what I'm saying? If anybody remember that movie, that's what that movie is. It falls into that realm. I know Precious had some sex scene in there. I'm like, and you know what I'm saying, this is the propaganda I'm talking about. Why did Precious is just more popular than the movie The Great Debaters? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, can you answer that question? Even though Precious, the movie Precious is to me it was the same old rigmarole. You know what I'm saying? Black, you know what I'm saying, black teenagers, social problems, you know what I'm saying, broken home, you know what I'm saying, blase, and so forth. And the killer part is it with the movie The Great Debaters. To me, that's like that's the type of movie that black people not only need to watch, but they need to embrace. You know, I'm like, it's like to me, it's like a movie for the whole family. Even though there was some very brutal parts in this movie, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to give the movie away for all those who haven't seen this movie, but still, it's like a movie that, you know what I'm saying, you can have your kids watch because it was based on a true story. They dropped a lot of knowledge and a lot of facts that I didn't even know. And I also like the fact that the movie not only deals with the 1930s and what racism we went through, but and it took place in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Notice how, you know, Hollywood, white Hollywood, kind of focuses on Mississippi, on how racist Mississippi is. You know what I'm saying? And it was a very racial place. But, you know, it's almost like they're saying like, well, America was kind of alright, but yeah, we had this one bad apple of a state called Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think of Mississippi burning, the movie The Help took place in Mississippi. I can't, but it's almost like they're just trying to say that I know I'm repeating myself, that Mississippi was like the super hardcore racist city in America. Like, yeah, but the movie The Great Debaters took place in Texas, and some people have said that Texas was the most hate-filled states towards blacks. I'm like, Texas did hold slavery there 2 years after slavery was supposed to be abolished and so forth. And And if you ever read the book, 100 Years of Lynching, yeah, the name Texas gets brought up a lot in that book. So, yeah, I would say The Great Debaters is definitely a good movie for a black family to just sit around the TV and watch. But, you know what I'm saying, but something like the movie Precious, you know what I mean? To me, you know what I'm saying, you don't want your kids to watch the movie Precious. It's like having your kids sit around and watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3 or some shit like that, you know. And also going into the movie Precious, it's like, I can understand what they're saying. They're going by worst case scenario. A black female, a dark-skinned black female that will be considered, you know, kind of ugly by 98% of the population, and she's from a broken home, and maybe wants to give these females strength and give them confidence. But I don't know, why did they use this particular actor? I'm like, especially when you're dealing with the hood, I'm like, you have a lot of just pretty, light-skinned, hate to use that cliche, females that also go through the same thing, you know what I'm saying, from a broken home, pregnant before they, you know what I'm saying, pregnant by the time they're in the 10th grade or some shit. So it ain't like just a overweight, kind of like ruggish looking female that goes through this. So, but I don't know, to me that movie just kind of represents the like you know what I'm saying, the lower end of black people and so forth. But as I said, I don't want to go into it because we already heard criticism, and I still can't believe that there's black people that praises that movie Precious. You know what I'm saying? They praise that movie. You know what I'm saying? Movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never sat through that movie all the way through. I just couldn't. You know what I mean? I just can't. You know what I'm saying? I've seen about 45 minutes of that movie and clips and just capturing here and there, but I'm not going to sit through it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just being stubborn or just, you know, too biased or whatever. You know, Hollywood does not want us to see, you know, black Hollywood is dead. You know what I'm saying? Let's face it, you know what I'm saying? Even these major actors, Denzel Washington, Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? They don't even really star in black movies, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like it was in the mid 90s and late 90s where it was thriving, and Hollywood does not want to see black people, a movie with a predominantly black cast, and it's positive, you know what I'm saying? That's why the movie The Great Debaters is not well known. And also, here's another movie, I got this one here, it's called, you know what I'm saying, Good Fences, with Whoopi Goldberg and Danny Glover. You know, this movie's on some real shit. It's a very positive movie too, if you haven't seen it. And the killer part about this movie is that it's a 40 Acres and a Mule Filmworks. Spike Lee was involved in this movie, and you know, Spike Lee had a biff with Whoopi Goldberg. You know, they was going back and forth for a while, but it seems like they got over their differences. You know what I'm saying? And made this movie. So this is also a very positive family movie that black people can watch, but you're not going to fucking hear about it because Hollywood is on some bullshit. So that's all I wanted to say. So thanks for watching.